So we are continuing with the seventh house lord in the first house. Part 1 I have done from Aries ascendant to Virgo ascendant. In this video I am going to talk about Libra to Pisces ascendant. For Libra ascendant, Mars is ruling the seventh house because Aries is falling in the seventh house. Mars placed in Libra here shows that partner can be here very diplomatic and can also have a passive aggressive nature, because Libra is all about cooperation but Mars is about conflicts. So here the partner can have a very indirect approach to problems and maybe very frustrated in conflicts. Partner here will not be comfortable with conflicts and also will like to have peace, but since Mars and Libra does not match well, this can be a very tricky situation. Mars in Libra means native wants to resolve conflict but cannot do it very well, and Mars is an aggressive planet and Libra is a very passive sign and indecisive sign. Here shows partner can be very indecisive and might have trouble asserting himself or herself. Let's move on to Scorpio ascendant. And also for Libra, I forgot to mention Mars here can give good business skills, and the native himself can do business or the partner can do business, and in some cases the native and partner can carry on the family business of the native. For Scorpio, Venus is ruling the seventh house because Taurus is falling in seventh house. Seventh Lord Venus in Scorpio shows that the partner would be a little bit secretive, like the native himself. Partner can be into dangerous professions like army or military or medical line, or can be a surgeon. There can be some quarrels in marriage and possessiveness, and partner here can be very jealous and dominating nature and controlling nature. Venus in Scorpio means that the native and partner has to be very careful in sexual relations, because chances of disease through sexual relations can be very much possible, and partners have to take care of hygiene here. If the native is a female, there can be some problem with internal reproductive systems, and even partner can have problems with reproductive organs, and a lot of care has to be taken, and there can also be a lot of draining of energy after marriage, because Venus is the 12th lord coming into the ascendant means a lot of draining of energy is happening in your life. Sagittarius ascendant, Gemini is falling in the 7th house, and Mercury is ruling the 7th house. Mercury, when placed in Sagittarius, will show a partner who is having a similar interest as the native. Partner will like long travels. Partner will like to discuss about philosophical topics and maybe interested in other cultures, foreign cultures. Partner can be religious or can be a publisher or writer. Partner can be well educated with more than one degree and masters. Partner can be a journalist, and this is a good placement, and here the partner and native can work together as well. For Capricorn ascendant, Cancer is falling in the 7th house, and hence Moon is the 7th lord. When it is placed in the ascendant, it is good because here the partner would be very attached to the native. The native would be little bit serious and not demonstrative. Partner can also be serious minded, but can be a bit more emotional than the native himself. Here partner can be very hardworking, and partner would influence the native, and partners can have some problem with the native's mother also. And here it shows partner can strive for ambition and status, and partner can be a little bit slow in nature. For Aquarius ascendant, Leo is falling in the 7th house, so Sun is ruling the 7th house, and when placed in the ascendant, it can show a partner who is dominating and very individualistic and very connected to society. Partner can be very unique in nature and can be very individualistic and rebellious in nature, and partner will not conform to any tradition, and partner can be controlling the native, and partner might not get along with the native's father even. And Sun in Aquarius means the partner would little bit detached and can be little bit unpredictable at times as well. For Pisces ascendant, Virgo is falling in the 7th house, Mercury is ruling the 7th house, and when placed in the ascendant, it is a good combination for marriage. Here the partner can be a very dreamy and poetic in nature. Partner's communication would be very soft, and partner can fail to communicate clearly, and vague communication can be there for the native himself. Partner and the native can be very private, and their marriage life may not be known to others. Partner can have interest in literature or fantasy or movies, or even things like drawing or coloring. Partner can be good poet, and partner's imagination will be high, and here it shows both the native and partner would be very impractical, and they would discuss a lot of things at night when everything is dark, and their communication would happen only at dark environments like midnight, when there is total darkness, and during the daytime they wouldn't be comfortable talking to each other. So these are some general results of the 7th house lord in the first house for each ascendant, and I hope this is helpful, and if you have displacement, just comment on it, and I hope it is helpful. I will meet you in another video regarding the 7th house lord in other houses. Thank you.